again. This is Ana Escarzaga, ReMax Island Properties, and today we have Sylvia from SS Pet Whisper in the spotlight. Sylvia, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm so excited about this interview because I am a huge pet lover. So for me, this interview is very, very special to the point that I wrote some questions. Usually I don't do it, but I wrote some questions because I don't want to miss anything. Right now, you're babysitting.
Yes, I am. We have Gucci right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Gucci.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to see it. So my first question is this, because there is a lot of pet sitters outside, but I was reading your profile and you have a first aid and CPR certification for dogs and cats?
Yes, for both.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, so just in case something happened, the same certification that you get for human beings, there's one for animals as well. So because I work with animals, like this is my full-time job, I just want to make sure that if anything happened under my watch, I'm able to make the difference, or save an animal. Yeah, I don't get in any trouble.
I think this is super important because it's everybody thinks that they can be a pet sitter and they don't think about this super crucial thing. And so I was reading that you also studied how to give them medication and take care of them, and because some animals they need constant medication. So you have that as well.
Yeah. I have that as well. Yeah, I work with a lot of animals that have separation anxiety or they have kidney problems or any kind of health problems. So I just want to make sure that every animal that are under my care, they very well take care of. So yeah, I try to get as many certification as possible. So yeah.
You mentioned separation anxiety, and I have never had a pet who has separation anxiety, but how do you do it? So if you have a pet who has separation anxiety, because part of your pet sitting is at your place, or in these cases, you do the pet sitting at the pet's home.
Yes. So at the moment, we offer just house sitting, drop-in visits, and dog walks. So we basically go at people's houses, and if the pet has separation anxiety, usually we administrate medication, we just try to leave the pet alone as less as possible. We try to keep the pet busy, play with them, do puzzles and stuff. Oh, there's somebody coming.
Okay. It's okay.
Here you go.
Can you walk me through a typical day with SS Pet Whisper? What is your typical day at work, for example?
Yes. So we check in at the people's house, and we try to get familiar with the pet. So we don't do much at the first day. We just try to establish a connection. So we play with him. We let us smell us. Pets love smells. So. And we try to get familiar with them, and then we usually go for a walk. We feed them, make sure that they're hydrated. We make sure that they have playtime during the day, and we also make sure that they rest, because pets, they sleep a lot during the day. So we don't want to exhaust the animal, and and it's just fun. We play, we go for a walk, we make sure that they eat, they drink. And of course, there's a lot of snuggles, especially at nighttime. And that's the best part of the day.
So how long do you stay with each pet every time you visit? So you have long-term, let's say if I am...
Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends from the owner. If it's a drop-in visit, it's usually like half an hour to an hour. But if
Mhm.
some people go for a vacation or they go away for like a week or like 2 weeks, it depends. We also have like a month stay sometimes. So,
So you move to the pet's house to be with them for whatever amount of days. Let's say I'm traveling and my pet has separation anxiety and I really want someone to stay with my pet all the time I'm traveling. Can you do that for me?
yes, exactly. And prior to that, we always do a meet and greet to see if the pet is a good fit. And yeah, we just make sure that we get along with the pet and the owner. And if the meet and greet is successful, we book it. And yeah.
Beyond your business, what is your favorite hobbies?
I love to eat. I love food. So anything around food and like a good glass of wine. And I'm also Italian, so I'm all about food.
You cook?
Yeah.
You're gonna teach me. I love Italian. You're gonna teach me one day.
Yeah.
So I can sense that you have a deep connection with animals. Can you share a very heartwarming experience that you have had with one of them or some of them?
I think the best part is when you have a client, you work with them, and then you don't see them for like a month or two, and then they book you again. And when the dog sees you, like they're like all over you. So you just like, how is that possible? Like, even though I'm not your owner, like they just love you so deeply. And I remember we were this, I think it was a Cook Street Village festival, and there was this dog, and we were walking, and we saw her from far away, and she just went nuts. Like she was with her owners, and she just started running, and like that's what like shook me. I'm like, I'm not your owner, so you don't expect that. But she was just like so all over us, like kisses, and like she wanted cuddles and like belly rubs. And it was so like, I was so happy. That means that we did a good job.
I just was gonna say, if I were the owner of that dog, I would love you forever. Because to see the
Yeah.
reaction of my pet being so in love with you and so happy to see you and not being afraid to see you, it does everything to me because our pets are part of our family. I mean, I don't have kids, they are my world. They are my family. So if I see that my pet recognizes you in the street and he goes gaga with you, oh my God,
Yeah.
I will really thank you forever. So, Sylvia, you take your dogs for a walk outside. So, do you take them to a dog park, or the owners can tell you where is the preference for them to go for a walk?
Yes, usually like some owners give us maps of the surrounding area, especially if we're not familiar with. So it's easier to like walk a dog in familiar areas. And, or sometimes we also like take the dog and bring it to the park, or like, especially downtown, we go to Beacon Hill Park. It's the closest to our place. But yeah, or if it's a half an hour walk, we usually go just around the block because it's not too much time. But yeah, usually we have a map and we follow the route. So yeah, the dog can walk in a familiar area.
Good. And my last question would be, which areas do you serve? So, it's like a Fairfield and James Bay, or the area of Cook Street Village, or which areas you can serve for the pet sitting,
Um,
so people who's listening, who's watching can know.
yeah, at the moment, we serve a very like big area. So we do James Bay, Fairfield, Oak Bay, all the Victoria downtown area. And we also go all the way to Langford, Saanich, North Saanich. Sometimes we also went all the way up to Sydney. But that depends from the schedule. Like if it's a very busy schedule, we usually don't. But yeah, sometimes we went all the way up there.
Good. So
Yeah.
you're still accepting new clients.
Yes, we do.
Super. Sylvia, if people want to reach out to you, can you share with us your telephone number or an email or an Instagram, how they can find you?
Yes. So we are on Instagram as at SS Pet Whisper. We also have an email, which is ss.petwhisper@gmail.com. We're working on our website. It's not ready yet. But we also have a number 306-261-6461. If you have like any inquiries or like questions, we're so happy to answer any question you have.
Sylvia, thank you very much. I can speak with you for hours, but we don't have that much time.
Thank
If
you.
if you want to contact Sylvia, you already have her coordinates. Thank you very, very much for this interview in SS Pet Whisper. This was Ana Escarzaga with ReMax Island Properties, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.